Welcome back to the garden of Twitty. You can see here we got a Cavendish type banana. We're gonna be digging up. It didn't do as well as we expected. I just put it out here because I didn't want to deal with it in a pot, but it's getting close to that cold season, and I'm not gonna chance it at all. So got my trusty shovel here, got a pot to put it in, and this board is just gonna help me record. But here we go. This is mainly for some local people here, some neighbors. Everybody here in my little town is my neighbor. We're all neighbors. Little bitty small country town. And saw somebody had a big old banana in the front yard. I stopped by, I saw the guy in his yard, and just talked to him about the bananas. He wasn't aware that you could bring them inside or do other things to kind of winterize them. So I'm gonna do this to show him and some other people that I've given some bananas to or sold some bananas to. This is one thing you can do to keep your bananas from perishing, from dying in the wintertime. Because once it gets to that 40-degree mark, they're not gonna be happy. So really what I'm gonna do is dig up this banana, keep the corm, the root system intact. Some people call it the rhizome. And as I was explaining to my neighbor, you can clean all that off as good as you want, wrap it up with a trash bag or like a burlap sack, and store that in a cool, dark, dry place over the winter. It won't really grow, but it will not die. And then you can put it back out in the spring and do whatever you want to do with it. So I'm just gonna start easy.
I don't know how far these roots have gotten out here. I do have some things buried up under here. I do not want to unearth those things. Even if I do get a hold of some roots, it will be just fine. Bananas regenerate the roots pretty easily. And like I said, at this point, we're just going to bring it in to hibernate. Here's your pseudostem. This is what you really want to protect. This as well, but the pseudostem is going to go first. So I say this was a success dig up. Like keep the soil in here. A lot of these roots I'm going to trim up, but the main thing is
what am I going to do with this baby? So you might have a banana that's considerably bigger, a corm that is maybe around this big. It doesn't matter. What I would do, trim off these roots here, wash off all this dirt. I could wrap this in a trash bag up to about right here, or just set it in, in a garage or wherever you got that's not going to get really, really cold or very humid. You do not want this to be very humid at all. So give me a little moment. I'll get back to y'all when it's fully clean, charming clean. Hey, we back. So as you can see, clean up the root system a little bit, clean up the pseudostem, the plant a little bit. Now, what you can do from right here is anything you want to do. You can plant this in a small pot to keep it growing over the winter inside the house or in a greenhouse. You can cut your pseudostem, somewhere around in there or even down to here, and treat this like a elephant ear bulb or any other kind of flowering bulb, like lilies, anything like that. Just store this, maybe in some semi-moist soil, keep it away from the sun. Next year it'll be ready. I've done that before. You can also just cut it down to the corm, the rhizome, leave it in a dark room or dark spot, and just let it be like that. You can cut all these roots off and do it just like that. So you can see here what my plan is. I just chopped this pseudo stem down. It's about a couple inches from the rhizome, corn, whatever you want to call it. I'm just gonna leave her like that. Like I said, I've done this a couple times in the past. Since this one is a smaller corm, that's what I would choose to do with her. If this was a bigger corm, like a banana that is maybe close to 6 foot tall, huge rhizome, I would definitely either pot this up and put it in a greenhouse somewhere warm where I could give it light throughout the winter time. However, if you don't have that option, what I choose to do is just let this baby sit in a cold, dark room. Not real cold, but a cool, dark room. Somewhere that doesn't get below 50 degrees. That's the kind of sweet spot, 50, 40 degrees. But it will not continue to grow rapidly, and it will not die. It should not. You know, there's a few things that you can do to keep it from dying, or a few things you can make happen that'll make it die, which is humidity and moisture. You don't want the humidity or moisture. So I'm just gonna leave this baby maybe in some dry soil, or maybe just wrapped up in a little, brown sack, and let her stay there till next spring. All right, y'all. Just a quick little episode of digging up bananas and what do you do? How do you keep it? How do you keep them alive? And we'll show you how to bring them back next spring. Peace and love, everybody. Peace and love.